Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jodi Anne, card slinger extraordinaire, tarot enthusiast, self-proclaimed witch. I bring you little tarot topics and readings here on this channel. I also have a podcast, and this episode kind of goes along with the podcast. On the YouTube channel, we look at the art of the cards because I love them. I love the art so much, and I have such a collection of decks that I really want to share with you. So I want to tell you straight off that most of the cards I've chosen are not traditional cards. These are independent decks or they're artisan decks. They have a theme and they're going to be different than what you would see on a very traditional deck. So let's dive in right away and have a look at some of these cards, okay? I'm not going to get too much into big esoteric meanings. If you want that, go check out the podcast. This is about art. So let's talk about traditionally what this card can look like. Most of you are going to be familiar with this depiction of the Sun card. This beautiful happy baby either on a puppy or often it is a big white pony with a glorious sun and all those sunflowers. It makes us think of summer. It makes us think of abundance and joy. It's not actually depicting a baby being born. Some people think it's a fertility card. It's not. It's not. It's an overall blessings card. So think of children are blessings, the sun is blessing, the summer is blessing, solstice blessings, all of that. Big, big, big blessings. This is from the This Might Hurt Tarot by Isabel Rothman. Great deck, great contemporary deck. If you love the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you will love this deck. The next card I'm going to show you is from the Deviant Moon Tarot. It's pretty close to a Tarot Marseille depiction. You have two figures dancing beneath the glorious sun. It's all about union. It's all about divinity. It's about blessings. And it's just like, could it get more? Hello, sun. A lot of the cards you're going to see with the sun card is a big, brilliant, bright sun. It really encompasses that energy of solstice, of those high, hot, beautiful long days of summer where everything is a little bit easier. And that's what the sun card's all about. Blessings. It always talks about blessings, a softening of the harsh lessons, an opening, a hopefulness, that light at the end of the tunnel. That's what this card's all about. Another example of that Tarot de Marseille style card is this one from the Steampunk Tarot. So we don't have the baby and the puppy. We have two people dancing, rejoicing. It's a bit different because it does have the sunflowers in the background. It's kind of a blend of the two cards, right? We have people, we have the sun, we have the sunflowers, but instead of a child, we're being shown that kind of union, the manifestation. And that's one of the things this card can mean is the manifestation. It's like the goodness that you've been working towards is finally coming. All those lessons you have been learning as you travel from a Fool all the way through the tarot to get to the Sun card, you're getting to the place where your wishes are coming true. You're being rewarded for all the things you have discovered and all the lessons you've gone through. The next card I'm going to show you, I talked about a lot on the podcast. It's from the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. It's this Sun card. I really feel like this one does grasp that abstract idea of connecting with your divinity, of connecting to the divine, of understanding who you are, where you've come from, and the wisdom you've gained. I love how it's the solar system. It's one of the only cards I've ever seen that shows the sun as it is in the world, not as we thought about it in the 1500s when these decks were drawn. I just love it. I think it's very powerful. I love how glowy ball it is there. So remember, when this shows up, it's going to soften all the other cards around it. It's going to talk about looking at things from that divine wisdom, that Godhead, that highest self perspective, and finding the blessings, seeing the blessings, knowing that the blessings are coming, right? You are so powerful. You are divinity. You are always connected to divinity. Okay, do you want to look at another deck? Because I do. Okay, I'm going to show you two cards this time from a tandem pair of decks I've been working with in order to deepen my understanding and that I use as a teaching tool. Dual deck called the Book of Shadows Tarot. They have it as above and a so below deck. One depicts kind of really high, ethereal, abstract thoughts, and the other one applies them to our mundane life. And this is how they show the Sun card. So the sunflowers are there, that big ball of light is there, but if you can see at the bottom, they're talking about Litha, which is the celebration of solstice. It's all about the longest day. It's all about rejoicing, fertility, promises, crop growing. It's a beautiful, fun celebration. And you can see the abundance. We have a pregnant wife, we have a white bunny, we have all the wheat and everything. It's a really cool card. It encompasses that idea of goodness, blessings in the card. And then if you see the way we can think of it in our day-to-day life, that sunny yellowness, a barbecue, everyone you love coming together, you know, good food, good everything, all the deliciousness and sweetness of life gathered together for you. So that's that sun card energy. It's really just delicious and rewarding and rejoiceful. I'll show you another set because when I saw this set, it just blew my mind and it made me start looking for patterns in other decks between these two cards because I hadn't thought of them as a set before, which seems silly because, you know, the sun and the moon are together all the time in our world. It's just that the imagery on them seems so different that I hadn't put it together until I saw this in the Marielle Tarot. Look at the sun and the moon as two halves of a whole, as two complementary bodies, as the divine masculine, the divine feminine, the Godhead, the goddess head. And you can look at them like this, or, and I can't figure out what I like better, them talking and reflecting to each other, or them being two parts of the same coin. This is a great deck. The Marielle Tarot is such a beautiful deck. It's one of my favorite. It's very, very artistic. And I do think I have a flip through on here. I can't remember though, but I think I do. All right. So there you have a little bit about the Sun card. If you want to dive deeper into what it can mean for your clients when you're doing readings or when you're pulling cards for yourself, you can check out the show notes on my website, jodiannepsychicmedium.com, or you can listen to episode 72 of the Witching Half Hour or so. I put these things together in different mediums to help you become a better tarot reader. I hope it helps you. Leave a comment. I'd love to discuss with you. And if you made it to this part of the video, love, just subscribe because we're already friends. Talk to you soon.